Welcome back to Let's Play The Struggle, the DLC chapter for Resident Evil Revelations 2. Moira and Evgeny have come to the mines in search of answers for Irina. They're not going to like what they find. That doesn't mean we can give up. Looks like the same kind of knife that Claire used. The kind she got off that dead security guy. There's a bazooka in here. An old-fashioned rocket-propelled grenade launcher. And I'm going to use it on two fucking Duralgas that are going to show up at the same time a short time from now. That does mean I have to kill the one that appears by itself first. Sick. Right, okay. Alright. I appreciate that it's an option. I bet she found this belt on a dead, soldier guy. You know, just like Claire did. Wait, he said your thing never changed color, but it's red. I don't know, maybe that just means she's overcome great fear, you know, like Natalia apparently did when she lost her parents. Baller.
This building looks promising. Think there's anything inside?
Perhaps. But we must take care of monsters first.
Right. Let's check it out later.
Yeah, I've just realized that Moira doesn't put the other weapons on her back. And we're running! This makes them speed up, but what the fuck, right? Ah, God, it's actually faster than I am. You know, shooting them in the head isn't always the solution, my good dude. Cover me! Oh, joy! Our friend is here. Fire! Hey! That's exactly what I needed. Thank you! Such a thoughtful present. No! Get out of the way of the charging attack, my dude. Move! No. Don't smash him. Wait, is there something glinting in there? No. Sorry. We'll be okay, my dude. Partner characters get regeneration. I speak from experience. Okay, I hate it when they do that. Run! This thing can barely walk. No! Oh. That was the build-up to the one-hit kill attack. Run! Alright, fuck you, buddy. Reload.
That it?
Fuck no.
No. More will soon come.
All right.
Sounds,
Let's patch ourselves up at least.
he sounds not really enthused about that. Okay, run in there, quickly get everything, and get the fuck out before everything comes to visit. You know, I wanted to mention a thing. Some of the lore seems to suggest that, okay, we're running. Hey, Acid Man. Yes! The other one's here. I just need to figure out how to get them to stand next to each other. How are you not dead? Hey, I did break that arm. Oh, fuck, he's right in front of me. Hey, where's your buddy? Oh, I can't believe I'm doing this. Hey, let's put these bullets in here so I don't have to think about that. Well, they're closer. Haha. I need to reload this? No. Up here, up here. Closer, closer. Rocket launcher renders all enemies powerless, the strongest one-shot weapon there is. No, closer than that. I mean, it's probably going to take them both out, but I want to be absolutely certain. Oh no, they both have to be lead! No! Alright. Let's give this shit a try. Yeah! Oh no, that was 0 remaining. The flashlight! I must retrieve it. No! Oh.
Hey! Look at this. I think Irina wrote it.
I did remember that building.
Without a single word, the old guy read his daughter's last words. I watched him as he faced reality, and I thought, I don't want to do this to my dad. I can't die here. If he wants to be overprotective, let him. I'd rather put up with that than make him spend the rest of his life wishing he protected me more. As for the old man, he and I came to the end of our road.
Oh.
What are you doing? Open the door!
I have lived on this island. I will die on this island. Here, with Irina.
You don't have to.
I do have to. But not you. You have whole life ahead of you, Kroshka.
It's Moira. Ask me my fucking name for once, you dinosaur.
You should wash mouth out with soap, Moira. And my name is Evgeny.
Die well, Evgeny.
Evgeny.
Record achieved, Super Bounty Hunter. Unlocked concept art number 4. Record achieved, line 'em up! Hell yeah. Acquired 2,000 BP. Record achieved, 2 heads are better. I got both of them! The one for killing 2 people with 1 shot, and the one for getting 2 headshots with 1 shot. Hell yeah! Not entirely worthless. Hoarder. I got an A. Not only did I beat this DLC, I got an A! Rest in peace, old man. And thank you for everything. Speedster. It's a superhero joke. Speedsters move at super speed. Surely that should be... Actually, that was a Jill thing, so I guess it doesn't really matter who does it here, since, you know, Jill isn't a playable character. Bounty Hunter. Get a total of 50,000 Batman points. Super Bounty Hunter. Get a total of 100,000 Batman points. Ah, yes. Oh, because there was only 4 in the main campaign. Yes, okay, fair. No Slinger for you, Durlga Conqueror. Alright, let me see. Ah. Yeah. Oh! But I didn't get it that way. I got it from the DLC. Here we go. Fish in a barrel. Defeat at least... What? No. Not entirely worthless. Clear extra episode 1, The Struggle, on casual. Not bad, Kroshka. Clear the extra level on survival. Very impressive, Moira. Clear it on survival with an S rank. Horda completely fill the rations gauge. I didn't even notice. Oh, no, that was earlier. Yeah, you're right. I did get that at one point. I thought you meant, like, at the end. Lottie, fractured. I'm not scared and can't catch me. Oh, yes, and these extra ones. Yeah, I'm my only friend. Well, then. I guess it's time to check the achievements. Okay, here we are. It's actually the next day, but let's not let that stop us. I'm kind of expecting this to resemble the records screen, but let's find out. 3 women and a berry, clear episode 1. Bounty Hunter, get a total of 50,000 BP. Cure for the afflicted, defeat 100 afflicted in the main campaign. Line 'em up, defeat 2 enemies with 1 shot in the main campaign. Now that's teamwork. Have Moira stun an enemy and Claire follow up with a physical attack in the main campaign. Friend indeed. Save your captured partner 10 times in the main campaign, which I got back on November 8th. Fish in a barrel. Defeat 5 enemies with 1 exploding bottle or 1 firebomb bottle in the main campaign. Scared to death, clear episode 2. I do not like glasps, I gasped. Defeat 20 glasps in the main campaign. Conquered fear. Clear episode 3. I see what they did there. Here is my resignation. Moira defeats Neil in Claire's episode 3. A ripple in time. Obtain the item that lies beyond the gate in the sewers in Barry's episode 3. It's weird to me that that's even an achievement, since I don't even remember finding that. Huh. Wonder what it was. I don't remember finding anything that really stood out that much. It's not like I found anything that gave me exploding bullets. But finally, true or false, clear episode 4. Because I don't have any achievements for the DLC as far as I can tell. At least I didn't see any when I skimmed through here earlier. And the ones I didn't get included less talking, more walking. Clear episode 1 in countdown mode, which is the timer they put over the entire game that goes back up when you kill enemies. Not even close to easy. Clear episode 1 in invisible mode, where all enemies are essentially stealing the Glasps thing. Only good guys win medals. Get all medals in Episode 1. Good luck. Who needs fire? Escape from the detention center in Claire's Episode 1 without using the flamethrower bust. Yeah, right. There were like 15 dudes in that fight. That was right at the beginning of the game. Revenant Reaper. Defeat 100 Revenants in the main campaign. Knifing around. Defeat 100 enemies with a knife in the main campaign. Fudge them up. Defeat 50 enemies with physical attacks in the main campaign. And stay down! Perform 50 follow-ups in the main campaign. It's funny how many times I used a variation on that line to describe doing something totally different. From the Shadows. Defeat 20 enemies with stealth attacks in the main campaign. Flashlight Duty. Use Moira's light to stun 50 enemies in the main campaign. I can do blunt weapons. Use Moira's crowbar to defeat 50 enemies in the main campaign. Bricklayer. Defeat 20 enemies with a brick as Natalia in the main campaign. Cutting Edge. Clear Episode 1 using only the knife. Or only using the knife. Disarmed. Destroy 30 Revenants' weapon arms. Unfriendly Skies. Shoot down 30 afflicted in mid-jump in the main campaign. Raiders of the Evil. Clear 1 raid mode mission. Jammin'. Evaluate an item in raid mode. I saw, I conquered. Clear 1 gauntlet in raid mode. Run, Moira, run! Clear Episode 2 in countdown mode. Oh, well done. Because that's the one of the exploding factory, and that is just straight up a line from that. That's gonna be fun. Clear Episode 2 in invisible mode. There's a medal for that. Get all medals in Episode 2. Pedro, I'm sorry. Defeat Mutant Pedro in Claire's Episode 2. So yeah, that is possible. I do not know what happens to Barry if you do that. I can see undead people. Clear Episode 3 in invisible mode. Oh, I skipped this one. Pedal to the Metal. Clear Episode 3 in countdown mode. Sweet golden medal. Get all medals in Episode 3. You are authorized to panic. Clear Episode 4 in countdown mode. There's something in here. Clear Episode 4 in invisible mode. I'm not leaving without my medal. Get all medals in Episode 4. What you can't see can kill you. Defeat 6 or more Glasps in the Monument in Claire's Episode 4 on normal difficulty or higher. Roots of Future Past. Complete both routes through the landfill in Barry's Episode 4. I must assume that's that weird area with all the trenches right before the crane thing in Barry's Episode 4, because I can't think of anything else that could have been a landfill, but also because that was the area where I saw a bunch of items that I couldn't reach. So I just assumed there were, it looked like if you went to a different spot at the beginning, you could have gone the other way. Interesting. I also find it interesting that there are no hidden achievements. So there is not, for example, specifically an achievement for, getting the, having Claire defeat Neil in Episode 3 and getting the bad ending. So that's interesting to me. Hey, real quick, I wanted to sneak this in here because I think this is hilarious. Apparently the Nintendo Switch version of this game comes with a exclusive minigame called Ghouls and Homunculi, which apes the graphics of the old Capcom game Ghouls and Ghosts, but bases the gameplay on the sequel, Ghosts and Goblins. It's basically a single level of Ghosts and Goblins with Barry replacing Arthur the Knight, going as far as, yes, having all his clothes fly off when you take your first of 2 hits. This is silly. Okay, we're back. And since this video is going up tomorrow, I wanted to wish all you fine American Burning Dog fans a happy Thanksgiving. Whether you're spending it with family, with friends, or yourself, I hope you have a lovely day. Now then, I guess it's time to wrap things up here. Geez, what do I say about this one? Well, I felt like Resident Evil Revelations 2 was a solid entry in the franchise. It felt different, but not in a bad way. It was interesting to mix things up a little. I thought the controls were fine. I'm not a huge fan of how much harder it is to pull off the follow-up attacks. You know, like in RE4 and 5, all you need to do is shoot a dude in the leg as you close in on him. and you can, roundhouse kick him in the face or whatever. In this one, in order for that to even be an option, you have to, buy the skill from the skill menu, and it just felt a whole lot harder to pull off. Like, I wasn't the only ways I was able to find of consistently the only way I found of consistently stunning someone was to blind them with Moira's flashlight, which meant when I was playing as Barry and Natalia, I was just kind of SOL. I guess that's what her throwing the bricks was for, but at the same time, I found those, setup moves, throwing bricks, blinding them with a flashlight, to be less than helpful, because even with the skill that makes Claire and Barry fire when you're playing as Moira or Natalia, they seem to be really hesitant to shoot. I often forgot I had that skill. Honestly, the one who seemed to be least reluctant to shoot was Evgeny, now that I think about it. Jeez, and he was only in there for 2 action levels. What else? Speaking of, the shooting a dude in the leg, I found it interesting that this game... The standard enemies in this game seem to have no reaction to locational damage at all, except for headshots. In the old games, you could shoot a dude in the leg as he was sprinting and he would fall flat in his face, or you could shoot him in the arm and he would drop the weapon he was holding. But in this one, they just take damage unless you hit them in the head, in which case they take more damage and probably die. With the singular and very notable exception of the Revenant, curiously enough, for whom locational damage is the entire gimmick of the monster. So, it was an interesting mix. The 2-character thing was, like I said, it made things interesting. I did not like how disorienting it was, where, when you switch to a character, it turns towards the direction you had just been facing, but you have no way of really knowing exactly where you're going to end up, so a lot of times I would just end up, oh, I'm Natalia now, but I'm facing a wall and something's trying to eat Barry. Something like that. I will say this. I feel like if you were taking advantage of the co-op, that could be very interesting, because if you were having 2 players as both characters simultaneously, you could just be setting up, the flashlight stuns left and right for whoever's playing as Claire. So, that's interesting. Yeah, the thing usually comes down to one question: do I recommend this game? And you know what? I say yes. Resident Evil Revelations 2 is a solid game, and if you like this franchise, up to this point, we're not talking about the modern, super horror-focused first-person games, but, if you like the third-person action games, you'll like this one. I liked that there was more of an emphasis on horror than before. There were 5 or 6 jump scares that genuinely got me, as opposed to, 1 from RE5, although in fairness, that was a co-op game, and you're always bolstered by having a friend around. God, what else? I did like that the story was more emotionally resonant. I felt for these characters more than I did for the characters in RE4, 5, or Revelations 1. And that was very interesting to me. I'm really glad Barry found they found Moira's phone during a cutscene, because I don't tend to talk in cutscenes, and I'm not going to lie to you guys, I actually got kind of choked up when I heard the message, I'm sorry for being such a bad daughter, Daddy. Needed a moment to recover from that, and the cutscene thankfully provided that. I'm going to be honest, I'm not entirely sure the DLC chapters are worth it. I mean, if you just want to try out this game, if you're not sure, you can still buy the first episode for $6. But the DLC chapters are $5 each. And I'm just saying, I can think of better uses for $10. But if you're really interested in Little Miss and the struggle, I mean, they're not bad, they're just short and different. So, I don't know, maybe wait for them to go on sale. Sorry about that. I tripped over my own tongue in the middle of my own outro, so it kind of came out as gibberish, and I wanted to redo it. Because, this is it. I'm BurningDogFace, and on behalf of myself, Claire Redfield, Moira Burton, Barry Burton, Natalia Korda, and the memory of the late Evgeny Rebic, I looked up his last name. I thank you for joining me for Let's Play Resident Evil Revelations 2. I hope you had a good time, and I hope you've enjoyed this series, coming along this journey with me. And more than anything else, I hope you'll join me for my next series, whatever that might be, and that you'll join me for Resident Evil 6 when we continue this franchise's saga. But for now, have yourselves a great day, Burning Dog fans. Later.